Alright, hello again. DTF here, back with another Slay the Spire run. This one is being recorded late night, so I'm speaking a little more smooth and sultry. We are back on the second profile. We are still at Ascension 0 today. We are playing as you can see, the Silent. Alright. Now, on my first save file, I made it to Ascension 6 without a single silent loss. I'm saying that now, so when I lose in 20 minutes, the drama hits a little harder, you know what I mean? Alright, so here we go. A little silent. Should get a reward this time? Yeah. Transform one of your strikes and defense is good, but going down to 60 HP is not good. Not something that I am particularly interested in. One of two colorless cards. Colorless cards can be pretty transformative. I do think that's going to be the move here. One card reward, one potion is fine. There's no downside. A little downside with the colorless cards, but a little riskier, I guess, because it's only two, and it could be both useless for the silent, or they could be run defining. So let's see. Okay, both cards involving draw, and the silent draws a fair bit. I like automation. I think it's energy. It's not energy very reliably, but it's not cards you draw from other cards. It's cards you draw, period. So every 2 turns, well, yeah, every 2 turns after this is played, it'll go off. So it's like Happy Flower. Happy Flower costs 0 energy. It's a relic. Gives you 1 energy every 3 turns. This costs 1 and costs you a draw and gives you 1 energy every 2 turns or sooner if you can draw. Thinking ahead is good. It's a good card. It's not going to make any difference to my deck right now. And I am looking for something, mildly transformative, so I think I'll take automation. And let's see. Alright, so we're fighting the Elden Ring styled enchanted deer. I don't know their name. Ceremonial beast. It sounds like an Elden Ring boss. Okay. Just skimming here. I can get a late shop here. But almost no elites. Unless I went like this way. In that case, I can only get 1 elite. A couple extra fires, which is nice. Or I could hit an early shop. Do this. And then see how we feel here. Either hit a fire and 2 question marks or more combat. I think I like that better. Let's go here. Alright, Shrinking Beetle. We'll play that on my first turn. Twice. Not much else I can do, really. Silent starting deck. One of the weakest starting decks, I think. That's an opinion I held in Slay the Spire 1. I guess I don't know for sure if I feel that way about Slay the Spire 2, but I do think so. 0 cost attack is nice. Block. Oops. Block 2. Taking no damage. Should get extra energy next turn? No, I got extra energy the previous turn. Makes sense. I will take 2 damage here. I don't feel like taking 7. Again, I will take 3 damage here because I don't feel like taking 8. Oh, I could have played another card. Come on. That's just bad. That's just bad Slay the Spire. That's not how it's done. Take no damage here. Because really, in the scheme of things, it didn't matter too much. As did the extra energy. But Dagger Throw will help me utilize the energy a little better. Plus, it's an attack. Question mark. I took this in the last run. You get the 0 cost 14 damage attack. 0 cost 14 damage attack is really good. But not as useful for the silent, I don't think. It basically functions as a curse until I get to here. And that's assuming I don't want to rest. If I do end up resting, I mean, I'm stuck with this curse a lot longer. I think I'll just take the max HP this time. Hopefully get something good from the shop here. No, not really. Can't quite afford this. This would be great. I will just remove a strike. And that is a shop for now. Maybe one of our other question marks will have a shop. I can afford the 11 HP to cut, I guess, another strike. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defense and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks. But no healing. Generally, I consider the Silent to be a more defensive character, so I guess I will hit another strike out of here. And then our first elite. Okay. This is a little scary. Hoping to get Survivor, and I did. That's nice. We'll play Survivor. We'll take 4 damage. I'm gonna get a glass of water. That's good stuff. Alright. Let's do 12. Can easily block that. I think this fight's going to be kind of tricky for me. I'll be drawing neutralize frequently, which is helpful. Yeah, but with no big attack, I'm worried that he might outscale me here. That's the most damage I can do from a single card is 9, which is bad. And he's gonna hit me here for 5. Not even halfway done chipping down this yet. Play my cards since I have extra energy. Still take another 5 damage. Still take another 3 and barely move the needle on his HP. This is not... I don't think we're gonna lose necessarily, but this is not a very promising looking fight. Have to play 2 defense. Take 9 more damage. Boy, I better get a relic worth taking. Aren't you glad I didn't take that stupid bird thing back here? Because I'm gonna have to rest at this fire for sure. I don't know how we would have been able to make any use of that basically curse in my deck. Maybe somewhere we would be able to upgrade it, but happy not to have it. Happy to have fairy in a bottle just in case. This is a good relic. It's more energy. Shivs will make this pop off. Not getting a lot of shivs. In my episode 0, I was really downplaying poison. I was talking a little bit of flack about poison, and I guess poison's not as bad as I think that it is. But, well, I guess we'll have extra energy too. I'll take it. I haven't done a poison run yet in my 70 hours of Slay the Spire 2. Also, for a long time I didn't lose the silence, so maybe I had a good thing going. But, as long as I don't draw it here, we'll see it next time. Hopefully we'll draw it next turn because we'll have extra energy next turn. Doing almost nothing to him here. We did not draw it next turn, but I can block twice and strike twice, take 1 damage. Already planning to heal. I'll get a little bit of extra heal because of the extra max HP, that's helpful. Lower him to 8 damage, which means I can play Bouncing Flask. Should be dead in 2 turns then. Oh, especially if he's not attacking. I might better get him this turn, yeah. Sayonara, emo worm. Let's just do it. Oh, these are not super exciting cards either. I suppose I can make Anticipate work. I see the value in that. But boy, do I really need some attacks in this deck. As promised, I will heal here. Boy, I don't know about either of these routes. Unless I get some good stuff here, I do not think I can fight another elite. But if I can't fight another elite, can I even fight the boss? I mean, obviously I can fight the boss. Can I beat the boss? If I can't beat an elite, I'm gonna say arguably no. I didn't need to play anticipate, but it didn't matter. That was just really poorly played all around. I should have wiped him out with my single attack and hit anyone else for any damage. Honestly, I couldn't have played that turn much worse. I will be able to take 2 of them out and block for 8, so I guess maybe it doesn't matter. A couple of slimes in my deck. There's one. Draw to see if I get a... Okay, a little more damage. I most likely will not be able to do the amount of damage I need. So, 2 defends as it is. And just to swag on him, I guess I'll let the poison do the job. Block for no reason, end this fight. That went okay. It was poorly played, but it didn't really matter. Okay, I will take a leading strike so I can get the shiv, so I can get nunchuck more frequently. Plus it's an attack. Precise cut. Precise cut might be better, actually. The worst case, I'm playing it for like 5 damage if I've got 3 cards. If I've got 4 cards left, it'll just be on my first turn. Hopefully it would be more. I can kind of play around it, especially with the extra energy. That race is nice. It's helpful. I think. Let's see how this fight goes. There's repeat enemies here. Oh, this precise cut. Bad. Okay. We'll play a block for 16 kind of unnecessarily, and I'm going to hit the shrinking beetle twice. Will help me deal with this quicker as soon as I can knock the shrinking beetle down. Not going to be this turn though. Get extra energy for no reason. Well, I mean, not for no reason. I used it to no gain of my own, is what I should say. Everything has a reason. And block. Boy, I really don't want to take any damage, so I'm gonna take a free slice. I didn't do the math. You always gotta do the math. This is why you shouldn't record Slay the Spire videos late at night. My first one today was in the morning. I was feeling fresh. And see, I should have played Anticipate first. It doesn't matter in this case, but it's just bad play. Maybe I'm realizing that 10:30 in the morning is better for me than 12:30 at night. Although, in my heart of hearts, I think I don't actually believe that. I am a night owl. I've always been a night owl. Boy, if this fight takes any longer, I'm gonna have to really start getting into the weeds. Explore why I have a fight or flight. That's a little joke just for me. Alright, Bullet Time is a good card. And it upgrades to 2 cost? Yes. But I'm not really having a trouble playing most of the cards in my hand. If I draw it in the same turn as Bouncing Flask, I guess it's helpful. I honestly think that a Sucker Punch might be worth taking. More ways to generate weak, because right now I only have this. And I'm probably not going to upgrade this at Fire anytime soon. This is upgrade to 16. 12, yeah. Okay, so I guess that answers that. I will take the Sucker Punch. And then I think I'm going to take this closer path here. So I'll fight one more enemy now. Large lad. Made weak twice. And then struck once. I'll anticipate. I'm going to end up taking probably a little damage on this. Maybe I don't need to take any damage. Let's see. I've been wrong before, but I'll have no trouble playing all of my cards this turn. And look, probably we can get him down in 2 turns if I can pull off a balancing flask like I did. 9. Yeah, so he'll be dead next turn. Thankfully I drew an attack. Boy, it'd be nice to take an accuracy just banking on the fact that we may have shivs at some point. That's not very reliable though. Footwork is a good card. This is a very defensive feeling deck. I am going to need a big attack of some kind soon, or I'm just not going to be able to outscale enemies that raise their strength or debuff me in multiple ways. But I do think footwork is worth, or not footwork, I'm sorry. Yeah, footwork. The other one was accuracy. I think footwork is worth taking, and I actually think footwork is worth upgrading. That plus anticipate gives me a lot of block from a single defend. How do I feel about a guilty? What would I remove? Cut a defend. I think I'll just take the potion. 4 block. Fits the defensive deck. I do think I should add a card here. Am I going to rest before the boss? I think I can afford to not rest before the boss. But if I'm not going to rest before the boss, then I will not take a colorless card. I will take 1 of 5 random cards. And Dash is great. Cloak and Dagger is good. Dagger Spray is good. But Dagger Spray does something that nothing else in my deck does yet. It attacks everyone at once. And that can be very important. It's not going to do me a lot of benefit fighting this boss, because this boss is just a single target. But, well, no, because it's a common card. I'll be able to get a Dagger Spray somewhere. Although, it may help me. I feel like a lot of times the first fight on Act 2 is those bugs that you can only do 9 damage to at once. You know what I mean? And just being able to whittle them down seems nice. Flick Flack is good, but I don't really have a good way to reliably trigger it. I've only got 2 discard engines right now. I'll discard and Survivor. And I would need to draw, I mean, basically 1 and 9 to be to 2 out of 18 cards to be able to, well, that's not true, because there's 2 discards, so it's a little more. Like 1 and 6. Let's take the dash. This is a defensive deck. Let's take a defensive card. And I'm not going to rest. I'm going to upgrade my Sucker Punch. Let's go. I don't remember what the name of this guy is in Elden Ring. Because there's multiple bosses that are exactly this thing's vibe. Like, same color, same animal. Deer or whatever. Horned beast. Fairy in a Bottle might end up coming into play here. I'm not as confident as I should be about this. I anticipate for no reason to get that a little bit stronger. Yeah, so I've noticed in the early access version of the game, at least on Mac here, sometimes boss attacks just black screen. Like the animation will start, but when the boss makes contact with the character, it just goes black. I'm assuming that's something that they're working on, so I haven't bothered to put a report in for it, but I guess maybe I should. Alright. Anyway, I was rubbing my eye. We're going to play that, and we're going to play Bouncing Flask to get a little poison going. It's less damage this turn than 2 strikes, but long term, what is it? 9 times 8, 70, no. 9 times 9 is 80. 9, 81. So yeah, 72. 72 divided by half is 37 damage over 9 turns. This might not last 9 turns, but that's the trick I learned for factorial numbers, by the way, in case you're not a math in your head Andy like I try to pretend I am. For any number that's like, you know, 9 exclamation point 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6, you can get the value by multiplying the number by 1 less than the number. So that 9 times 8, which is 72, and then dividing that number in half. I don't really know like why that works. I'm not sure if there even is like a mathematic principle behind it. It just is true. Okay. Spade's going to be helpful here. Still taking a little bit of damage though. I will make him weak. I'll play a survivor to dump. Strike. Bouncing flask again. Maybe I should have upgraded bouncing flask. Only 3 more poison, but it ends up being... I don't feel like doing all this. Go 132 divided by 2, whatever that is. Okay, I've got him past the halfway point, which means he will be debuffing me with ringing next turn, which means I can only play 1 card. I will want to make him weak, which I have multiple ways to do, I guess. And strike him. Weak for a while. I can probably 1 big block out of his attack next turn, unless it's huge. Yeah, he's only hitting me for 11, and this blocks for 13. I'm set. We got this guy. There's no concern. Do I bouncing flask here? Might as well. It'll be over in 3 turns at the most. He is going to debuff me with ringing again next turn, but he's going to be so riddled with poison that it doesn't matter. Oh, just for fun. A weak. Precise cut. Epoch unlocked. Bottle of potential for you. Liquid luck. And man, I wish I would have taken that Sly card. Sly, by the way, means that it's played for free when you discard it. Draw 1 discard seems very powerful for Silent just as a whole. Just you see your deck more, you see the cards that you want to see faster. Shadow Step I have not made a lot of use out of. Shadow Meld seems good, but with 3 energy is not going to be able to be prioritized as often as I would like it to be. So I will take Tools of the Trade instead. And we are looking at... I didn't know this guy's name was Knowledge Demon, but I do know his deal. We're gonna need to be able to generate a lot of block against this guy. I'm gonna select the option where we take 6 extra damage per turn. So we're gonna need to be able to. We're gonna need a big attack of some kind, and we're gonna need to be able to generate cheap block. A lot of different ways to do that. I will hit this shot probably, and then these 2 question marks, and then we're gonna do something like this. Unless there's no money, then we'll do this. And maybe this here, or maybe this here. Let's see what we've got to offer for us. All strikes cost 0. It'll help Nunchuck, but it's not that helpful. That is bad. I'm going to be shuffling my draw pile pretty frequently. Could remove 2 strikes and 2 defends. It makes the deck more consistent, but it doesn't do anything yet. You know, there's no synergy here. This is just a bunch of silent cards. So making it more narrow, I don't think necessarily helps me long term until I get good cards in it. Which I will, hopefully. If I'm going to win, I will end up having some good cards. I don't feel like taking this because I already planned my route. That's not a good reason. I know there's good events on this. but I like what I'm doing. I don't want to be locked into fighting any elites that I can't handle. Do you think I'm going to take this, to be honest with you? Zero cost strikes, you know, whatever. That's good. I only have 3. They can't be removed, but it's better than having 5, I guess. Ah, see, I told you. I always fight these guys first. We'll have no trouble blocking through this, though. See? Draw. Discard a survivor. We will play footwork. Defend just for fun, and then get him close to being wiped out next turn. Barely drew any attacks here. 7 thankfully finishes the job, and Dash will block here. I should be able to take them out next turn. But I'm not going to because I want to make this front guy weak instead. He's doing 6. I can block 8 and play a Tools of the Trade to help my deck churn a little better, and I will whack this person in the back here. I would like to be able to take them out next turn. I will discard a basic defend because this and then this wipes them out. It's one of those. A couple of defends for flavor. Discard the bouncing flask. We don't need it. We will pass this on for one more turn, having taken no damage. This fight went totally fine with no crowd control. No reason to have precise cut, because a 0 cost strike finishes the job. Okay, now I will definitely take a slide card, since I have Tools of the Trade, and I'll be looking for more. Okay, so honestly, I think I could make some use of Vira. Just give a little more meat to all my attacks. It's only 1 more damage, but yeah, that adds up. I don't love this card. I know I said I want to add some Sly. Haze, I think I could make use of. I think Haze might not be bad. I'll give it a try. 270 means if I remove, I can't buy this relic. Do I really want the relic? I think I do. Make this 4 times 4. How do you upgrade? Okay, 4 times 5 is 20 for free if discarded and played properly. That's pretty good. This is 11 for 1. Shivs will help with this. This being Nunchuck. Every 10 attacks, gain 1 energy. But it's going to be a little hard to play at first. Let's take the slide card. What the hell? It'll help me on the boss fights. Didn't feel like throwing all these away. I will get rid of my black potion for a regen potion. Although the black potion might actually be more useful and would prevent me from needing a regen potion at all. Lost Wisp. When you play a power, deal 8 damage to all enemies. I have just 3 powers. Okay. That's 24 damage to all enemies over the course of the run. I will be able to discard the decay multiple ways. So I do think I'll give this a try. There's also not... there is a shop coming up. That's right. But I don't need it. I can maybe hit a fire instead and upgrade more cards. I'll love getting that first. That, and we're going to discard for this because don't really need the block. Should have certainly played Anticipate first to get the extra 3 decks and not take any damage here. But 1 damage, especially with a regen potion in the hopper, not necessarily that disappointing. I will discard my decay, play the only card that does damage, and pass my turn. guess I should discard a strike. I need to hit him 5 times to knock him out of the air. I have 4 attacks and may potentially draw a 5th here. So actually what I'm gonna do is... Do you have to be attacked or just take damage? Because you'll take damage from playing powers. Ah, what the hell. Let's find out. Let's play the power first. Did not count for his counter. Deal attack damage 5 times it's done. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me an attack. Yes. Drew and discarded it. Oh, and 1. Okay. That was unexpected. Let's get rid of the regen potion. I know I just got rid of another potion for it, but we'll take back my bouncing flask, although I'm not that in love with it. And... do I want this? It's 5 damage to all enemies. Eventually 7 if I upgrade it. I keep talking about upgrades. I guess I have multiple. I have 2 fires here and no reason to heal yet, depending on how this elite fight goes. So, I could take this. Well-laid plans is good as well. It helps me carry over one of my slide cards. And it deals 8 damage to all enemies, so it's crowd control once in and of itself. I do wish I had taken the dagger throw for these guys, though. I'm gonna power first. Whenever you draw a card during your turn, deal 2 damage to all enemies. I don't have a lot of ways to draw cards. I'm not gonna draw any this turn for sure. But I guess maybe I would rather just have the Shiv to help me trigger Nunchuck quicker. But I'm going to play all my powers that I can here. Do as much damage to them as possible. And then 1 block gives me 16. I can do 14 damage to someone. We'll do it. 1 in the back. And I think I will carry over... we'll take the dash. The dash will wipe out the enemy in the back and put enough block up. Okay, so that plus dash means I'm basically safe. And play precise cut for 6 and hopefully wipe them out next turn. I will retain my block. I have to put out 34 damage, which I may be able to do here. This card, Ricochet. And can I do 13? I can do exactly 13. How about that? Meal ticket is helpful, but not so helpful right now. I can see how this would be beneficial, but deck's already a little thick. It takes a lot of playing around, and it's only 10 damage. I don't think another Ricochet is good. Infinite Blades gives me more, gives me a little more of everything. It helps me trigger this, and it gives me a Shiv, which is in and of itself pretty good. There's that. I made my decision without saying anything. Making automation free does seem like it'll be way more playable. What do? You are also free. I'm gonna play Tools of the Trade every time I see it, no matter what. Automation I did skip on the last fight because I didn't say it was worth it. Playing it for 0 triggers 8 damage, and of course it's general effect here. Every 10 cards you gain or you draw, gain energy. Boy, I'm a better talker in the morning than at night. But also, Nate is okay. Retain 2 cards is okay. An extra poison is good. An extra poison is okay. The 2 week from this is honestly kind of tempting. Let's make automation free. Do I get enough gold to remove a card? Oh, I do, and I can play powers, make other cards free. That's awesome. That's so good. So actually, let's go here and smith again and make the other power we were looking at free. So that'll be super beneficial to play. Right away, we're gonna try to make it work with that. 20 block for nothing. I'll be able to play Ricochet rather than discarding it. And I will take no damage because I have hella block up. Okay, so I'm basically 23 damage coming in. Very little block here, but I can make my situation better with that and that. Which, actually, now that I think about it, because it made 2 cards free, will allow me to play both of those toxic, and I only take 2 damage. Discard the untouchable, play well-laid plans, and then Shiv kills you. 2 strikes kill you. Great. Acrobatics. Another footwork is pretty good too, to be honest. Powers have so much benefit to me. Another well-laid plans could be good. I can see the use case for carrying over multiple slide cards and then discarding them as necessary. Even acrobatics is not without its charms. Give me the dex. Give me the extra dex. Mummified Hand makes powers so much better to play. And make precise cut stronger. 50% more damage. 50% of 10 is 15. 50% of 12 is 16. 50% more of 13 then must round up to 17. Or I could transform one of my defense. But my defense by themselves are going to be pretty good. Okay. Let's make you... Oh, 19. Okay. 19 is pretty good. And gains... Oh, wait. It deals less damage for each card in your hand. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. That's an interaction I didn't expect to see. It only gains 1. Get a little better. I'm going to do Precise Cut because I don't think I will need to play it sometimes. A lot of my other attacks I'm going to play every time I see them, and it's just going to chip away at my HP. This is a really bad Precise Cut, but a great Untouchable. Play that, and then Ricochet. I don't feel like playing Precise Cut well. Actually, I guess maybe to move this fight along a little faster I will. And it gave me more energy to play more defense for no reason. Okay, here we'll anticipate Infinite Blades. Makes my defend free. And my dash will give me 1 more energy to play another defend. Wish I was gaining some kind of benefit for playing skills, you know, dealing damage to enemies, whatever. Oh, this is gonna be an interesting turn. I will play all of my powers here. Do a fair bit of damage, but produce absolutely no block. So I'm going to use this potion and draw 5 cards. Reshuffle. Get another power. Makes it defend free. Play dagger throw. Discard. Anticipate. I should have discarded defend. I honestly thought I hadn't attacked him yet. Thought this was going to go back up to 3 energy. In either case, I'm going to play the dash. Take 2 damage, retain my basic defend. Discard decay for sure. Shiv for the energy. I'll play bouncing flask this time. Suppose I will play precise cut. Retain Survivor. I might have been able to retain 2 cards. I forget. Let's discard Untouchable this time. Because this would discard Haze. Can I beat through his block here? Probably just. Yeah. All kinds of block, all kinds of energy. I would love to see Ice Cream. Carry over some energy. I actually generate, I don't know if there's such thing as too much, but I generate more than I need for sure. Whoops, I didn't mean to play that card, but I don't think it will matter because this is going to wipe them out. Excellent. Round Scales, also pretty good for a defensive deck. Deal 3 damage back to enemies that attack you. Fuck Grand Finale, I will never take Grand Finale. Deflect, I can kind of see the use case for. But I just don't need 0-cost cards right now. I can afford a 2-cost blocker. Poison Stab, I just did snore. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Should be a reasonably strong first turn. Tools of the trade, Infinite Blades. Play Dagger Throw, which is free to discard Ricochet. I'm going to play the Defend. I'll do Automation to make Bouncing Flask free. And Precise Cut does 20, puts him at 35. I don't think I need it though, so I'm just going to pass it on. Discard that, sorry. It's rude to burp in the microphone. I tried to lean away. Forward does more damage to him. Equalize, Anticipate, and 2 defense. So hella block. We both put up 32 block. I would like to discard Haze, but I need to discard Decay. The Footwork, Wall Plans. Do you get Haze for free then? You can do a Shiv. Strike, which doesn't stun him. Survivor, so I'm taking another small hit here. Well, 10 damage is not a small hit. The second floor definitely doing more to me than the first floor did. Only got 1 block though, and he's stunned. He's just about dead from the poison anyway, but it doesn't matter because my free strikes will finish the job. 5 decks for 1 turn is fine. Do I want another untouchable? Dagger Spray has been tempting me this whole run. Again, this is not a boss fight where I need a Dagger Spray. It'll help for the 3rd floor, but so did playing all of my powers. This card is only, I mean, this is a good card, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to help me much here. I think Untouchable might be the move. And then I will rest, just to be sure. And hopefully we can do a number on this guy. Alright. First turn is going to end up playing itself. Before I play any of my powers, I will play Anticipate, Defend. That guarantees that... Well, it guarantees that most of these cards will be free. Playing Sucker Punch guarantees that Dash will be made free by one of these powers. Alright, we'll play Precise Cut for 20 damage to lose 2 HP. This seems bad for me. Granted, with Tools of the Trade, I draw 1 extra, but I get the discard as well. I think I can handle 6 extra damage. I've been blocking pretty well this turn. Let's discard Ricochet, because I want to play my powers and try to make Untouchable free, and I did. Discard Decay. Got energy back for no use. Well, am I glad I got 2 Untouchables. It's actually working out really well. None of that. 2 defends, make him weak. Block again. I'm putting up 50 block. No issue at all. Gonna heal a tiny bit here. But, well, hold on. Let's keep that. Let's discard 1 of the free strikes. Play Defend, then Automation to make this free. Strike 3 times. Take 1 more damage. He's gonna heal up a little. But stays poisoned, thankfully. I should have no problem getting around this 2 damage, so I can discard the Haze. The Dash and the Defend for just for fun, just because I like playing cards. I will carry a Defend over for next turn. So an additional 7 damage, 13 plus the 20 some that he does. I have been putting up like 50 kind of consistently per turn, so I might be able to do that. I'm gonna try. I definitely can't take more than 3 cards per turn. Untouchable helps. Neutralize helps. And my shiv. Draw, hoping for a slide card. We don't get it. Don't think I can afford... Well, these do 10 each, huh? So I guess I can afford to toss a defend. I got energy back as well. So, 1 balancing flask. 2 defends, then a precise cut. Precise cut is the name of the card, not price cut. I'm shopping at value savers too long. I don't even know what I'm talking about, dude. There may be a store called Value Savers. There may not be. I've never been. I wouldn't know where to go if I wanted to. Canada's got a grocery store that's like, it's called like Cheap Foods or something of that nature. After I beat this boss, assuming I beat this boss, I'm gonna take a little bathroom break. And in that time, I will find out what the Canadian cheap grocery store chain is called. Hopefully I can do that sooner rather than later. What's his next debuff? Yeah, give me 1 less energy per turn. Wow, I've never seen that number be 2 before. It's almost scary. But totally fine. Another epoch discovered. See what we get. We'll drink that immediately. And adrenaline is such a good card. The best card in the game. Maybe a good upgrade target early, I should say. Shadow Meld could be great on my first turn. Hunt, you already know how I feel about it. I will take adrenaline. Move on to the next floor to see we are fighting the test subject. Great. Now I will be back in just a second to finish the run. Alright, we are back. By the way, the value Canadian grocery store chain that I was thinking of is called No Frills. Thank you, Northern Lion, for teaching us about that and for selling the world on Slay the Spire. Okay, so early shop seems nice. I do think we'll pivot here. Looks a little framey though, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, that's much better. This is a double shop with 2 elites. Is scary. And no extra fires, huh? Okay, well, hold on then. Maybe we don't do that. Maybe instead we do this. You know I love question marks. Gets us a couple of fires. Only 1 shop, so I'm going to end up with some money I don't need, but maybe I'll be able to spend it here. Who knows? I think I would much rather have another fire than I would another shop. Let's see what they offer. This is bad. This is not bad. This is good. Most of my powers are cheap already, but it will make my starting hand easier to play, and my starting hand is bigger since I'm the silent. So I do think this might be the move. I've yet to take Apparition. I love Apparition. I did in the first game, at least I took it pretty frequently. But I think for this particular run, getting a power for free to start the run, or start the combat, will be more powerful. Let's take that. And on to our first. I knew it would be these guys. It's always these guys to start. Look at the powers here. See? We're going to play every card this turn. And almost kill every enemy. Not every fight's going to be that easy, but some of them will. Do I take a speedster? It costs 2, but it makes another card free. So it basically gives me at least 1 more energy worth of value, assuming I can play it with another card that costs something while it's in my hand. Oh, that's funny. Those guys are the guy in Precise Cut. Huh. The enemies we just fought. Wonder why. We'll take the speedster. Maybe I can find a card that helps me draw more. No. Shovel is good, but I have too many cards I need to upgrade. Toolbox can be good. Pantograph. Honestly feel like I don't need it. Not taking that much damage. I'm sure I might feel different by the end of the floor, but I think it's good as it is. Sorry, I heard some noise upstairs, so I stopped for a second to see what that was. Let's do Noxious Fumes, an Omni Slice, and we will remove the curse. And I will not take you Dagger Spray. Omni Slice covers that crowd control niche I've been looking for. It's only ever going to do 8 damage. With my free power, you saw it last combat, I was able to play every card in my starting hand. But I also drew 4 powers and they made themselves and other cards free, so it's not going to happen every time. 20 max HP is huge, but again, I'm blocking for 50 a lot of these turns. I don't know if I need it. I guess I can do this. Upgrade, that's fine. I'm totally fine upgrading 3 cards. I do not want to lose Untouchable. I can lose Sucker Punch, I guess. It is one of my better attacks. And it's upgraded, and it gives 2 weak. But I worry that if I touch this again, it's going to be like Adrenaline or one of my powers. Let's just lose the Sucker Punch. That's fine. It's a common card. Maybe we'll be able to replace it. I've never really pushed to see what happens if you reject. Maybe you can't reject it. Truly, that's true. Truly. We'll just heal 10 HP. Since I don't think I'm going to see a shop again. And here we are going to upgrade Adrenaline. Need something. Okay, 1 strength and 1 dex. Pile it on. I mean, I've got a lot of things that give me dex already, but that's going to make my basic defense even better. Guys shouldn't give us too hard of a time. Forgot I took Noxious Fumes. You see? I have a feeling that's going to happen most turns. Let's draw a card too. 1 more strike, okay. That's fine. Do take a little hit and taking 7 damage. And 2 discard cards. I will gain energy in 1 attack. So, discard that first. Do that to gain my energy. Discard Sly. This for free. And then I can play all my cards again. See, we are not in danger. This is a big hit, don't get me wrong. Guess I'll discard Speedster. I don't really see myself playing that this turn. Anticipate up. And Shiv. Strike. I can make sure the dash is free. Well, I have 4 energy. I guess it doesn't matter. It's going to be free no matter what. So I'll play Footwork first to get the extra benefit out of these defends. Which gets me to 56. Yeah, see, I'm not taking any damage here. A great turn for Adrenaline, but first let's discard Untouchable. Neutralize. Give. I'll try the dagger throw. is the perfect card to draw for that, and then Adrenaline gives me more cards, but nothing doing really. We'll lose the HP to do a little more damage here and make sure the fight ends next turn. It will. Card, defend, play Speedster, Bouncing Flask to just really flex on him. Okay. I retain nothing, I end my turn. Gremlin Horn is good. This is going, it's a power. This is going to happen pretty frequently. Every 3 turns at least. It helps me in a long fight get over the fact that I'm not going to have any more powers to do AoE damage. Right now I'm just kind of like, I'm operating under the assumption that if it's a power I should take it. I could pivot and fight 2 elites. I could do this here. Or at least this here. That's a lot of combat though. Or at the very least this here. I love question marks. I like a fire. There's nothing that's like really calling for an upgrade though, so let's do that. Let's fight an elite. Bake shop. I don't want any of this. I don't think any of this is useful. Combat is kind of a shame. Powers out first. Infinite Blades. Omni Slice. And yeah, we're the Survivor. Lauren's gonna do a number on this guy. They should both be dead next turn. Yeah, automation. Shiv wipes you out. Gremlin Horn gives me more energy to play. Ricochet. Like, just play all of my cards, I guess, and then he will knock himself out on his first attack. Perfect. I can see the value in Tactician, but I don't think that I need it. Strangle, I think, could be pretty good. Especially if I draw it on turn 1. I was trying to set myself up there, it didn't work. That. Vigilance helps. 3 Bouncing Flask to get the party started here. Play both strikes. Might as well draw. Definitely should discard. I'll play that too. It does kind of hurt on this fight playing a lot of my powers early because he's going to summon monsters that the AoE from AoE area of effect, by the way, as a term I've used because I play a lot of video games, but not everyone knows that area of effect attack AoE. It would be beneficial to save some powers until he has more minions up on the screen. But it would be even more beneficial to just finish the fight off now. Can play that. Basically everyone hit the guy in the front, so I will do that. I'm going to play Precise Cut just to keep this moving. Maybe I should have waited. Discard Haze. Strangle first, and then just start playing powers. Yeah, they're all dead. Just fine. Can I take a 3rd untouchable? I don't think I should. I really don't think I should. Dodge and rolls. The dex dodge and roll is actually really good. But yeah, give me a dodge and roll. I could see if Flechette's working for me too. I have a lot of skills. I have more powers than anything though. Dodge and roll it is. We'll take on an elite. This elite's kind of scary, but with the amount of powers I'm going to be able to play. In fact, I can strangle him first. Should be able to take him out, maybe even this turn. Draw. Haze. neutralize on you, and untouchable, defend. I did not take him out this turn. About half of their HP. This is not a great draw for me. Try that. This, I don't know if it can be exhausted. I guess maybe it can for the fight. Right. 2 defense should get me most of the way there. Maybe I could have used my speed potion first, but I guess at this point I'll just save it for the boss. Unless there's another big hit like that coming. Dash basically gets you there. We'll strike and survivor to dump the untouchable, defend, and strike them because they remove my upgrades from my cards. Got a couple more powers here. Dodge roll. Gets me a little way there again. Maybe the speed potion would be useful, but it's not going to matter because they're both going to die at the end of the turn. Excellent. Skill potion. This will happen a lot. This will happen every turn if I'm lucky. Murder has a finisher. I mean, it's pretty good. That'll be 8 damage first turn, and then just go up 5 or more from there. 5 or 6. The 3 cost, but this boss has a lot of phases, so I do think this will get strong by the time I get to the end of the fight. My best if I rest. And then I will save my skill potion for the second phase because skills make this fella strong. You notice I didn't say guy, I went with fella instead. Kind of the same issue. Still a gender term. Which I know I said I'd reflect on it. It has been 13 hours since I last brought it up. I have not reflected on it. We had a very busy day. All right, listen. No way to make sure that Hayes is the one that gets the freeness from Mummified Hand. Boy, I know I keep belaboring the point, but I do think I'm a better video recorder in the morning than I am in the night, which maybe not that surprising. I will use this even though I don't get the AoE from it. See, murder's already at 22, and this guy's still at 2 more phases. Alright, I will ricochet. I will discard untouchable. I will not ricochet. Strangle will be useful. I'm going to play most of the cards in my hand here. Gets me enough block. Strike. Now I can do this. This is not great. Fine. I'll take it. It's only going to give me more block on that one card, but a single defend does 22 now. Pretty good. I will do 6 additional damage because I'm more than 10 block, as I anticipated I would be every turn. I almost think there's no way we lose at this point. What could he possibly do to me? Both of these. I'm not taking any damage. Still have not used this speed potion for the extra dexterity. Maybe I will this turn. I think I'm better off because I have the energy. Discarding a strike. Neutralizing him. I'll still have 4 energy. Shadow Meld. Dodge and roll and untouchable. Neutralize. Shadow Meld. Dodge and roll, untouchable, and a shiv. Oh, my strike is free. Which gave me more energy, so I shouldn't have played it. I feel like that's happened more often than I've actually gotten a benefit from Nunchuck. Discard untouchable. Murder now doing 48 damage. We'll do that first, just a swag on him. Cannot play any more cards this turn. Let's retain dash. They're intangible this turn. And doing 30 damage, which I can easily block through. I'm gonna get rid of dash. I'm gonna play speedster. Make my defend free. Just kind of what I wanted. Discard dagger throw. Hit him twice just for kicks. Big hit this turn. Better off. Probably better off getting rid of ricochet to do a little extra damage. Or poison will get me pretty close to outbreak going off. Now that you mention it. Maybe I'll do that. I need one more, so next turn it'll go off on it. There'll be a tangible next turn. Maybe that was not the right call. Not gonna play murder this turn. I can discard. Well, I'll discard ricochet then. It's time. Puts me at 37. Take 4 damage. We'll play precise cut. Retain murder. Again, discard untouchable. This turn kind of plays itself. I will play bouncing flask. I'll play dagger throw. Discard another untouchable. Which gave me more energy. Of course it did. I told you it's always when I don't need it. And murder. We will discard. We're gonna discard murder. We'll get it back. Strangle first. Dodge and roll. And neutralize helps me stay in a survivable range. 3 attacks. Getting dangerously close to the point where murder will kill them. Discard burn. And I don't even care. 3 damage is 3 damage. I'm better off discarding. I weirdly feel like I'm better off discarding a burn more than anything. Than just playing ricochet. And then I can block through this just cause. Attack for 18. Now murder will definitely do the job. Poison. The dex will help me stay in a survivable range. I will retain murder to finish the job next turn. Taking a hit here, it doesn't matter. The fight's almost over. Yeah, see, the poison would do the job. Nothing else, but I do want to play murder at least once. Nice, another epoch unlocked. That is an Ascension 0 win for the Silent. Not going to go through all the epochs. I think it's time for me to go to bed. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, subscribe. I'm going to try to put out videos with regularity, if not daily. Probably not daily, but a few times a week. Thank you guys again. Feel free to check out my page. What am I talking about, dude? It's time to go to bed. Feel free to subscribe. Get Slay the Spire too. It's great. Good night.